Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode number, I want to say 29 of our Local to Global LLW series. And I'm being completely transparent here. It has been, I want to say a month, 2 months since I've recorded an LLW episode. So, for you guys, it's a week. For me, it's a much longer time. So I've had to kind of go back in the show history, see what's been happening, and super exciting. We are on the final stretch to our season finale event, London's Calling, which is happening on the first week of November. So it looks like we've got our 4 shows of October, and then we are there for the biggest LLW event of the year and ever. And I'm very, very excited. It's going to be a long ass show. The London's Calling, I think it's going to be around 3 hours. So it's a proper main event, not just like our normal events. It's going to be a big motherfucker, which means we need to start confirming some more matches. So some matches that have already been confirmed, I think. We've got Tyler Bate, Trent Seven. That's happening. It's Trent Seven's goodbye match. And then we've also got the main event, which is going to be Ashton Smith defending his title against Drew Galloway. But that's only 2 matches. We need to start confirming a few more. So let's not waste any more time and head straight into our first Lariat League in London episode. But we do start in the pre-show, where we have got the team of May Sarah and Gia Brookside taking on Danny Luna and Becca. And in a decent pre-show match, it is May Sarah and Gia Brookside that get the win over Danny Luna and Becca in 19 minutes when Gia Brookside pins Danny Luna with the Brooksy Bomb. In terms of ring work, May Sarah was head and shoulders above everyone else, and Becca was the weak link. Becca was off her game though, so we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Although looking at these numbers, Danny Luna, very good. May Sarah, very good. Gia Brookside, getting better. And Becca, I'm sure she'll improve, with her big old 5 head. But they've got good chemistry, Danny Luna and Becca, so that's something to keep in mind for the future. 57 overall, can't complain. I mean, in a average thrown together women's tag team match on the pre-show, that's already higher than, the average that we need it to be. So, can't complain. Following this, though, we have got a final pre-show match, and of course, we're trying to get rid of that ring rust, and I believe the ring rust is gone because Joe Anoa'i has got a in-ring performance of 74, which means, I believe, the ring rust is gone. Oh, we can unleash Joe Anoa'i. Oh, I'm so excited. Watch what's going to happen. He's just got rid of his ring rust. Watch someone fucking pinch him and pick him up now. We've done all this hard work, and then he's going to go. But either way, Joe Anoa'i is here. This might be his last pre-show match. We might have to throw him in the deep end straight away, but he is finally ready for the main card. But let's just talk about the match quickly. He gets the win over Chris Ridgway in 17 minutes with the spear. Chris Ridgway as well getting a 61 performance, which is very good. Joe Anoa'i with 74. I was hoping for a bit better than 74, but maybe, against a better opponent, he might do a little bit better. But very, very happy about that. Oh, I can't wait to just use him and see what we can do with him. But I believe that is our final pre-show segment, so let's head straight into the main show, where we open with some women's action. And of course it's Masha Slamovich losing because she has decided to leave us. She's now just going to lose every single match, every single week, as often as possible. And in an opening bout that had superb wrestling, even though Masha was off her game, Megan Bain gets the win. The Megasus. Megan Bain defeats Masha Slamovich in 19 minutes with submission. 67 overall. Megan Bain with a 65. That's more like it. Megan. Masha with a 62, which isn't really like her, but as we can see, she's off her game. She's normally high 60s, sometimes even 70s, which is why I'm very upset that she's leaving us. But yeah, great solid win for Megan, building that momentum. She is definitely someone who's going to be a force in our women's division in the future. But looking at the present, Aisha Ray did, of course, challenge Rina Yamashita in recent weeks to a Queen of the Lariat League title match. And Rina Yamashita confirms that she has accepted Aisha's challenge, which means at London's Calling, we will get Rina Yamashita, our current Queen of the Lariat League, taking on a former two-time Queen's champion, Aisha Ray, probably the most dominant woman we've had since the beginning of our series. This should hopefully be a very, very good match. Following on from this segment, though, we've got some tag team action. And in this show and the next show that you're going to see in this episode, we've got two separate tag team matches. The winners of those two tag team matches will go on to London's Calling to face Ricky Knight Jr. and Colby Carino for the Knights of the Lariat League title in a three-way tag team match. This next match is between New Blood and the KO Squad. And in a bout that had superb wrestling, because, you know, that's all we do here, and a decent reaction from the crowd, it is New Blood who defeat the Knockout Squad, the KO Squad of Anthony Ogogo and Levi Muir, when Diamante pins Levi Muir with a springboard 450 splash. Diamante and Ishin, two of our more recent faces, already getting a Knights of the Lariat League tag team opportunity. Looking at the numbers here, Ishin with a 68, Diamante with a 68, Levi with a 59, and Anthony Ogogo with a 62. These two have got great chemistry together, which is what you want to see in a tag team. But yeah, can't complain about those numbers. Got the crowd buzzing as well. And yeah, 68 performance. So far, so good on this show, and we've still got more to come. Following on from this, we've got a little bit of a three-way spat out back, where Timothy Thatcher, as we know, said last time that he is seeking gold. He wants a singles title. He doesn't want to be in a tag team anymore. He wants a singles title. And he's interrupted by, always confronted, I'd say, by Pac and Claudio Castagnoli, who both also say that they believe they deserve a title opportunity. So all three of these men make their case for a future title match, whether it be Prince or King of the Lariat League. Claudio, of course, is in a somewhat team with Drew Galloway, who will be facing Ashton Smith at London's Calling. But yeah, these three men, you know, three of our top in-ring performers, I'd say, in especially Timothy Thatcher and Pac, they are definitely, you know, right at the top. Claudio as well is no one to, you know, shake a stick at. All vowing for a title match. Sorry, I lost my train of thought then. So yeah, three big men. I mean, one of these, two of these, three of these could end up at London's Calling in a title match, or maybe beyond. We will have to wait and see. But for now, they've just thrown their hats into the ring. Speaking of the ring, we go back to the ring now, where a table is set up. William Regal is there, and he brings down Drew Galloway and Ashton Smith for their contract signing. And things get a little bit heated. Drew's kind of been kind of babyface heel at the moment, but it's today where he starts to throw a little bit more shade at Ashton, just being like, you've been here since day one, you know, maybe the company is outgrowing you, Ashton. You know, you've come on, you've done amazingly, you know, you've led this company so far, but now the company's getting bigger while Ashton Smith remains the same. So it's time for a star like Drew Galloway to take over. And obviously Ashton Smith is not happy about that, even though he's smiling in his picture. And he definitely is just really focused and says, you know what, I'm not here to have a battle of words. I'm not here to talk the talk. I'm going to walk the walk at London's Calling. So, and he picks up the contract, gives a little signature, chucks over Drew Galloway and says, I've signed, you sign, and I'll see you at London's Calling. And Ashton Smith just leaves the ring. You know, very mature, you know, the kind of person we want to be our king of the Lariat League. And Drew Galloway signs away and then shoves it into William Regal's hands. And it's official. The main event, Drew Galloway, Ashton Smith for the King of the Lariat League title. Very, very exciting. But we do have a special little main event, though, to look forward to. Mark Andrews, our current Prince of the Lariat League, is taking on Tyler Bate, who has, you know, challenged him during the week. And of course, Mark Andrews never backs down from a title challenge. And as we all know, whenever a champion is in action, they defend their belts where they can. So our main event tonight is a Prince of the Lariat League title match. Mark Andrews taking on the challenger Tyler Bate and former King of the Lariat League. 78. Oh, that is what you want to see from a main event. And then the bout that had superb wrestling and great heat. It is Mark Andrews that gets the win by defeating Tyler Bate in just under 25 minutes with a shooting star press. Mark Andrews has now made defense number 2 of his Prince of the Lariat League title. And this was an epic match. Mark Andrews was 72, doing really well. Tyler Bate, 85. This kid's a star. I mean, he's not a kid anymore. This man's a star. And he's definitely going to be with LLW for as long as humanly possible. But yeah, awesome main event to end the show. Let me just see how we did. I know that we're going to grow in popularity because that main event alone, even if we got zeros everywhere else, that would carry us to something positive. But let's jump in and take a look. 74. I mean, come on. I think we're 4 or 5 points, maybe a little bit more than that, off of medium, and we need to get to medium as soon as possible. Annoyingly, you only get like 1 or 2 points a month, which sucks, but hey ho, shit happens, I guess. But yeah, great little show here. We've got New Blood who have booked their place at London's Calling. Rena has accepted Aisha's challenge. That's another match set. Megan Bain doing really well against Masha Slamovich. Joanne Oai is ready to be unleashed. And of course, the contract signing for our main event is there and happening. Very, very exciting. Let's finish this show. Let me book the next one. And we'll jump straight into our week 2 of October, LLW in London. Okay, and we are back. And already I'm regretting putting this on the pre-show. I kind of didn't know what to put on the pre-show, to be fair, and I always want to try and use people. And I figured, you know what, screw it. Let's just put 2 random faces and 2 random heels together and see what happens. And the 2 faces being Leon Slater and Michael Oku, and the heels being Pac and Shun Skywalker. And we've just, created one of the best matches that we've had in a long time. So in a pre-show bout that had superb wrestling, and it's probably going to be the highest rated match of the night, Pac and Shun Skywalker defeat the team of Leon Slater and Michael Oku in 21 minutes when Pac made Leon Slater tap with the Brutalizer. Pac with an 87, Shun with a 76, which is awesome as well, and then Leon and Oku in the 60s, which again is great. They're young, they're going to get better. Boy, can I book those pre-show matches. But let's move on. So speaking of pre-show matches, we've got one more, and it's Dani Luna doing her thing, and that is defeating Masha Slamovich. Masha Slamovich, who will be gone very soon, is just going to keep eating pins as long as she is here, and help put over some of our talent. And this time it is Dani Luna getting the win with a bridging German suplex. Dani with a 55, which isn't too bad, pretty good, and Masha with a 69, which is great. Honestly, if Masha hadn't had left, there's a chance that she probably would have found her way in the Queens of the Lariat League match at London's Calling, but she's leaving, so see you later, babe. This does take us now into our main show, our second show of the episode. It does say week 1, but as always, we do 2 episodes at a time, so it's one super long recording. So it's like a 3-hour show for those that come. All 1,250 of them. I believe that's a sold out Clapham Grand, so that is lovely, lovely to see. But we start with an announcement from William Regal, and he announces that next week there will be a 3-way number 1 contender match, and the winner of that match will go on to face, I've forgotten his name, that's really bad, Mark Andrews, our champion. The winner of this match will face Mark Andrews at LLW. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. It's because I've just literally finished watching an AEW video to face Mark Andrews, at London's Calling. So yeah, very exciting. Timothy Thatcher, we know what he can do in the ring. Pac, we've just seen what he can do in the ring. And Claudio, we know what he can do as well. So this should be one hell of a match, and I'm very excited to see it. But we are going to have to wait until the next episode to find out who that is that faces Andrews at London's Calling. But heading into our first match of the night, and it is tag team action. Remember, the winner of this tag team match will face New Blood and Ricky Knight Jr. and Colby Corino at London's Calling in a three-way match for those Knights of the Lariat League titles. And it is between the 01210 and Fantaz Mambo. And in a bout that had superb wrestling and good heat, it is the 01210 that defeat Fantaz Mambo. Fantaz Mambo, crowd favourites, losing, unfortunately, when Dan Maloney pins Chuck Mambo with the World Star. Since Derice's heel turn, and teaming up with Dan Maloney, they've looked very, very strong. And unfortunately, Chuck Mambo and El Hijo del Fantasma will have to A, find a new way to get onto the London's Calling card, or B, not be on it. So the 01210 secure their place, meaning that match is now official. It will be Ricky Knight Jr. and Colby Corino taking on New Blood and the 01210 for the Knights of the Lariat League title. Slowly adding to this card, which is very, very exciting. Someone who's already booked their place on the card, though, is Aisha Ray, and she is in singles action next. And in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, it is Aisha Ray that gets a very good win over May Sarah in 15 minutes with the suicide dive. Don't know how she does it with a suicide dive, but she does. Aisha Ray with a 61, May Sarah with a 60. And good momentum building, I'd say, from Aisha Ray. You know, she's getting a nice win a couple of weeks ahead of London's Calling. Definitely focused on regaining her belt after losing it, you know, a couple of times now. Post-match, though, when Aisha Ray is celebrating, Megan Bain comes out from the back and brutally attacks Aisha Ray. And when I say brutally, I mean brutally. The Megasus is kicking the living shit out of Aisha Ray and makes the woman bleed. She smashes her head against the ring post and there is blood coming from the head of Aisha Ray. And then from out of nowhere, behind the curtain, we see Rina Yamashita, our Queen of Lariat League, come running out, attacking Megan Bain and kind of, you know, getting her away from Aisha Ray. Because while Rina and Aisha are rivals right now, Rina has a lot of respect for all of the women in LLW and, of course, wants her opponent for London's Calling to be in the best shape possible. So, you know, she kind of saves Aisha from, you know, too much of an attack. And beats down Megan Bain, who of course, you know, puts up a decent fight as well. So, you know, three of these kind of, well, I say the three of these, she's down and hurt at the moment, but these two definitely sparring each other, and Rina definitely making the save. And post-match, or post-fight, we could say, once, you know, the dust has settled, Megan Bain has made her way out back. Aisha's being seen by some doctors, and Rina is kind of just there, you know, a little bit of blood on her because, you know, she's had to fight off a few people. She grabs the microphone, looks over at William Regal and says that she wants her hands on Megan as well, and just says to William Regal, "Make it a three-way, William." To which William, you can just see, is like, you know, kind of scarily nodding, because of course Rina is a very, you know, intimidating woman, and she's like in his face, or as much in his face as she can get. So it looks like it's going to be a three-way at Lariat League in London. No, Lariat League Wrestling presents London's Calling. I'm all over the place today. Which means Rina will now be defending her title against both Aisha Ray and Megan Bain. We're sure that Aisha Ray will make a decent recovery after that attack. It wasn't anything too crazy. There's no injury. So Megan Bain has just beaten her way into a title match. So, you know, kind of genius, not going to lie. Yeah, nice little segment here. Rina's great on the mic. William Regal, of course, is awesome at acting. So yeah, this segment really worked. Nice 71 rating as well. Following this, though, this is quite a quick show, to be fair, because we got through two matches. Our main event is here, and Ashton Smith said that he wanted some one-on-one action just to warm him up for the London's Calling main event. And who else to come out than a very, very old rival, Gursinder Singh. And Gursinder Singh says, "Ashton, we've had our back and forths many moons ago, and I remember that I vowed to not challenge for the King of the Lariat League title so long as you were champion, but you have dropped and regained the belt since then, which means I'm challenging you, Ashton. Will you accept?" To which Ashton, you know, sits, you know, when they sit on the ropes and kind of open it up a little bit to let someone in, Ashton just sits on the ropes and just waves Gursinder Singh in. So we're going to get a nice little rematch from way back in the day when, you know, we were just a bunch of nobodies. Gursinder Singh taking on Ashton Smith. And once again, it is for the king of the Lariat League title. So let's hope there's no audibles in this. So let's just jump in and see how we do. And a 68 rated main event. Not going to be amazing because honestly, Gursinder hasn't grown the way that Ashton has. But in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, it is Ashton Smith that gets the win over a very old rival of his in 22 minutes with the GTS, making defense number 5 of Ashton Smith's second reign as our king of the Lariat League. A 65 from Ashton Smith and a 57 from Gursinder. Let's see how we did. Not much to say on this one. 69. Hui. I will take that. And of course, increased our popularity nonetheless. I think we're like 53, 54 pop. We'll take a quick look after this episode because there's one thing I want to try and see if we can do. Because, you know, I'm getting a bit scared that every other company is going to medium except us. But just to confirm, the card, the 01210 have booked their place at London's Calling. Aisha Ray gets a nice win to build momentum, but is attacked by Megan Bain, who somehow shoehorns her way into a 3-way match now for the Queen of the Lariat League title. And then our current King of the Lariat League, Ashton Smith, gets a lovely, lovely win just to give himself a little bit of momentum heading into London's Calling. And Drew Galloway will be in the next episode in some singles action, getting him some well-needed momentum as well. But let's end this one here, and I will see you guys back in the office. Okay, and we are back in the office, and wasn't anything interesting in the emails. We did just sign someone though. No idea what his name is. Hold on, let's find him. Easiest way is here. Madoka Kakuta. Again, another Dragon Gate guy who somehow got popularity in the UK. Don't know how, don't know why. But he's got crazy good stats. Look at the basics, consistency, safety. What's his psychology? I never looked at that. Psychology, 79. Yeah, this guy's going to be a beast. So yeah, very exciting to use him. Does he have any other pictures? Hip Hop Kakuta. No new picture. Okay, let's not do that though. I might just change his name to Kakuta. I quite like Madoka though. We'll leave it as Madoka. Madoka. He's got some other pictures. Does he look cooler in any of these? Oh no. And oh no, but that's not him, no. Yeah, we'll stick with that one. The other ones were terrible. But what I wanted to do first of all is take a look at the size of us. So we are 55 now. We need to be 59. So yeah, 4 points off. I believe we've already gone up this month now after those 2 shows. Let's check. 54. Yep. So we're probably not going to gain any more pop until our London's Calling, which is really annoying. I kind of wanted to hit medium as we got to London's Calling, but hey ho, we're doing really well so far. 55. A few things I did want to check, like I always do, is the federations. Let's go by money. Is there anyone we can buy out and steal their popularity? So these we can't because they're owned by other people. Ring of Honor we can't, and they don't have any money, or they're not poor anymore. What, CMLL got money now? What's going on? CMLL. Oh, they got money now all of a sudden. Interesting. Oh, where'd they get that from, huh? Huh? That seems very strange. All of a sudden started making money. Contact. Attempt a hostile takeover. No. But yeah, one thing I did want to do right now is because I am obviously worried that we've got quite a lot of people going to medium. We've got a lot of big stars that I don't want to lose. So what we're going to do is we're going to just look at our major stars. I don't think anyone's going to try and pick up Ashton Smith, so I'm kind of not worried about leaving him as is. Although 52 pop, go on Ashton. Hold on. Man's been growing. Look at that. That is growth. Well done. That was really patronising. Drew Galloway. We want to try and keep him. Joanna Wai, he's a trueborn, so I doubt we're going to be able to keep him. But people like Tyler Bate, Timothy Thatcher, again, although Timothy Thatcher's getting old, it's these younger ones I do want to try and keep. So Tyler Bate, I'm going to try and see if we can do an exclusive deal. 16,000 per month or 1,000 per show. I mean, I'd rather that, because then that means that's only like 4,000, isn't it? 2 years, 20%, whatever's needed. Can we go exclusive? Financially becoming exclusive to you would not be a smart move, so I'm not interested in this offer. What if we up this to 2,000? Yes, okay. So we can start offering exclusive deals, and I think that's what we should do. I mean, Joanna Y, I don't think he'll accept either way, but let's try it. 44k, no thanks. I'd rather do like 4k per month, per show. Financially, okay, so he's got the same thing. 4.5. No, okay. 5k. Oh, okay. Bro, if we can lock down, hold on, that's definitely exclusive. If we can lock down Joanna Y now, then that's insane. Drew Galloway is another one I want to keep. I think we could do the same tactic, because 20k per month is ridiculous. We never do more than four shows. So 1,400 is this thing. Let's go 2,000. Make offer. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, Timothy Thatcher, I love him, but I don't necessarily need to lock him down right now. There's a few more names I definitely want to lock down. Claudio, no. Pack, we probably should. He's a bit of a kind of a star, isn't he? Does he work for anyone else at the moment? Progress. Okay, Progress probably won't be happy if we steal him yet. It's kind of the big names I wanted to lock down. Mark Andrews is doing really well. Pack, yeah. I mean, Ricky Knight's young. I think let's lock down the young'uns. So anyone under 32, let's say. So Ricky Knight, no, per show. Let's go 1,500. Let's see if he'll take that. Yep. I know that we're going above what we probably should, but it's so important to lock them down now, because, you know, we're making profit each month, so that's fine. So any of these long-term dudes, Cara Noir, no. Charlie Sterling, not fussed about. Dan Maloney is someone probably I'd want to keep long-term. But none of these people are really going to be stolen, are they? Like, at the moment, let's be honest. Rini Yamashita's a beast. We want to keep her. I think I'm kind of happy with the current people that we've made an offer for. Colby Carino's all the way down here. Get your pop-up, mate. Levi, Masha. I mean, Masha's leaving, isn't she? Yeah, 12 days that she's gone. She's heading to... Where's she going? Released by hired by extended deal with AAW. Yeah, AAW. Ugh. Megan Bain. Is she hired by anyone else right now? No, just us. That's fine. I can stay there. Millie McKenzie. You will come back and you will be stronger than ever. Zoe Lucas. Meh. Unimportant. Who's unimportant that we love? Who is Darren Bedell? It's been a while since we've seen him. Debbie Keitel. We love her. Rain Leverkusen. Taishi Ozawa. Tate Murphy. Yeah, cool. I think that'll do. I think, you know what, just because he's our guy and I think he deserves it. Ashton Smith, let's sign you to an exclusive deal. 900 per month now. Let's go 1,200 per month. There we go. Cool. I think they're the people that are probably the most important to sign. If we can get Roman Reigns, you know, Joanna White, Drew Galloway, you know, Tyler Bate, all of these locked down for like minimum 2-year deals. Unreal. That's unreal business. I didn't think that we could do exclusive deals just yet, or if it's a wise move, but if we're paying them on a per show basis, that's fine, because my understanding is if they're not used on the show, they don't get paid, and there's no downside that they've written. So yeah, cool. I'm going to end the episode here. I will obviously let you guys know in the next one if they have all signed exclusively with us. Very, very exciting if they have. And yeah, we've got 2 more shows, 1 more episode until our biggest show of the year, LLW presents London's Calling. Very, very exciting. But with that, I will end this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, do it all, and I'll see you all in the next one.